All right, what's going on, Legion fans? Welcome to another episode of the Bad Pod, where we talk all things Bad Batch on Disney Plus.
That's right. Right.
We are a day late.
A day late,
but
a dollar
really,
short.
We're right on time.
If you want to make up the difference of that dollar, join us on Patreon.
Oh, that's right. That's a
right.
good call. Yeah,
Right.
if you're not a Patreon supporter, click the link in the description. Go on, check over that. And if you are watching on YouTube, click like, click subscribe. Make sure you don't miss another episode.
And then maybe you can make up that dollar, and then we're not a dollar short, but we're still going to be a day late.
That's true. But because we've been celebrating.
We've been
July
celebrating.
4th
It is July 4th weekend, and we've been having a good time.
Yeah.
There's been a lot going on.
Family, friends,
we want to recognize also all of those who have served in our military.
Yes.
Both foreign and domestic, and want to be able to make sure that we recognize that. So we push our episode this week out of a salute to that as well.
That's right. And if you didn't do what you do, we couldn't do what we do as a wonderful podcast. So we thank you.
That was a lot of dues.
I know, but we thank all those who have served.
That's right.
For allowing us to continue in this free country. We love it.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
All right, speaking of people we love.
As person that we love.
A person specifically
we are honored
that
for the first time to be receiving some fan mail.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Has sent us through one of our Patreon supporters, Katie Beth. He sent us a Portuguese copy of Age of Ultron for us to be able to go through, take a look at, and also add to our collection. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
We greatly appreciate it. We love having you as an avid supporter, but also just love getting some fan mail along the way as well.
That's right. And so apparently he lives in Bolivia, and
That's right.
He gets his, so shout out to Bolivia. We love Bolivia. He gets his comic books from Brazil. He gets them sent from Brazil.
A unique story.
To Bolivia. And so he decided to grab a comic book from Brazil and send it our way. So now,
I know, that's amazing.
Now our homework is learning Portuguese so that we can read this comic book.
It's going to be some rough homework. But, I mean, it goes to show Legion is international.
That's right.
That's right.
Also goes to show that I'm glad I like looking at pictures.
That's right.
All right. So thank you guys, and thank you all the fans that support on a regular basis. We love getting gifts from you. We love hearing shout-outs from you. So leave something in the comments. Leave something on our Patreon wall. Leave something wherever you find. Comment us on Twitter or Instagram. Speaking of something we're not excited about, though, was this last Bad Batch episode.
Bad Batch episode is the epitome of my disappointment.
Yo, and we are Bad Batch fans.
I'm
a Bad Batch
not
fan.
looking for problems here.
Yeah.
But I'm finding them, okay?
Yeah.
You are going to have to do something and convince me that this is at all a worthwhile episode. Because I'm going to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
We've discussed this already, but this is the epitome of a throwaway episode.
It is just a filler.
There is nothing here
filler.
that is filling out any sort of story for me. I mean, we got a ton. It is like this huge roller coaster ride. We got so much in the last episode, and it was so amazing. And
the
then
last
they plummeted.
Yeah, I know. And
I don't understand it at all.
And we do see up and down. We always see up and downs in series.
But not
we always
this
do.
much
But
of a swing. This was a big swing.
Yeah, it was a mess. So this episode is called Common Ground.
Yeah.
And the biggest complaint that fans are having right now, and it's one that we share, is that they had potential in the setup. So
there were opportunities.
Yeah, the setup of this episode, we know the Bad Batch are struggling. So we see Bad Batch are now back. And they have Omega back, and they're getting back into the swing of missions, which I know we're not super happy about. But this mission had something
because we were worried this is exactly the route that we were going to go down.
Exactly.
We come back, we get a mission, we go to a new planet, we do a mission,
right?
We come
need
back,
more.
We get a mission,
we need
do
more Crosshair.
This is ridiculous.
We need more Crosshair. We need more Fennec.
I need more storyline development.
All of this, yeah. So they go in, and this had that though. It had the possibility because they are sent.
Definitely did.
They're sent to, and even how the episode started, man.
It was a powerful opening
on the planet.
Powerful opening,
right on Raxus, away from the Bad Batch.
Yep.
And we see the Empire coming in like a fascist regime. You know, they're coming in. The clones are now being used as like militant police that are forcing this government and people into an empire they don't really want to be a part of.
And we've seen this planet before.
Yes.
So, and I can actually speak to this. We saw it in the Clone Wars when Ahsoka and Padme went and visited her senator friend
Yes.
who was a part of
the separatist
movement,
Yeah.
who is a senator for the separatists, who then, after trying to strike a peace treaty, is killed.
Right.
So we get the new senator, who is apparently beloved as well.
Yeah.
And revered by the people. But this is the replacement for Padme's murdered senator friend.
Yes.
And
there's a lot of parallels.
There's a lot of parallels
these
here
two
between
episodes.
these two episodes.
By the way, that separatist leader,
Yeah.
the guy who voiced him is the guy who plays, for those Star Trek, I know we're talking about a Star Wars podcast.
Yeah.
For those
Careful.
Star Trek fans out there,
Yeah.
it's always cool to see crossover in
Yeah.
voices. He's the guy that plays Bashir, the doctor on Deep Space Nine. So
Interesting.
I didn't actually recognize the voice. He's a lot
No,
older
not
now.
not at
but
first.
Yeah, but that's him. So that's
I'm
kind of
going
cool.
to trust you on it because I can't
Yeah.
verify.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're not a Deep Space Nine fan. Like,
Well, no, I like Star Trek and I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Deep
yeah.
Space Nine,
Yeah.
but I can't recognize, I can't pinpoint
I
it
couldn't
right
either,
now.
and Bashir was one of my favorite. I loved him as a character. But
Yeah.
anyway, regardless, we have a good setup, and it's paralleling the season 3, episode 10 episode called "Heroes on Both Sides,"
Yeah.
which has the audience following through the eyes of Ahsoka, who's very prejudiced against the Separatists, thinks
Right.
all Separatists are evil no matter what. And then she goes to Raxus, and she learns that there are some Separatists that actually are fighting for what is best for their people. And
Exactly.
they might be fighting in a different way than the Republic, but they are still fighting for... They're not terrorists. They're
Yep.
not aligned with the Trade Federation. They're not aligned with Dooku and that mysterious force out there. They're there for the people.
Right.
And we see the same thing here with this senator on Raxus, and the same prejudice with the Bad Batch, especially with Echo. Echo is like super against it at the beginning.
I
But then-
don't agree with that.
Well, they were at the when Sid first told them that they should be doing this, they were like, eh, and then they should have leaned into that, but they didn't.
they
because
didn't it was
as soon
over.
as she was like, no, you really should, they were like, okay, I guess
It
we'll
was
do
over. This is literally like, Ahsoka,
Yeah.
she carried that prejudice
She
for
fought
a
it
while.
that whole. It was like,
and we, like you said,
It was
we
that whole episode,
saw
maybe
that
more.
episode through her eyes and through Discovery.
yeah.
We didn't see that here.
Yeah.
We got a different story. This was more along the lines of like it was a big brother who was being told by their parent that they had to
Yeah.
go and take care of their younger sister who got in trouble or younger brother who got in trouble. And they begrudgingly go do it, and they moan and complain the whole time, but they actually don't. It doesn't stop them
don't
from
really
doing
put up
what
a
they
fight
need
about
to
it.
do. They don't put up that much of a fight.
Yeah.
That's really the type of story we got here. And
Yeah.
after the initial like begrudging and frustration, that was it. This turned very quickly into an episode similar to what I was actually hoping we would see eventually.
Yeah, the
which
one
is
good thing.
the one good thing from this episode, we got to see the Bad Batch execute on a mission at a very high efficiency.
Yeah, they were great.
And very effectively.
Yeah,
so,
they were great.
Like,
The
that
action
was
was great.
awesome. That
Yeah.
I have to give them full credit for.
Yeah,
that.
commandeering the tank and
Exactly.
then using it as a shield as they burrow through the wall. And like
Yep.
it was great. And it was fun. The action was fun.
Yep.
But this also goes to show
There
that
needed to be
there
something
needs to
more.
be a balance. You can't
Yeah.
just have
Yeah.
action to be a good show, especially in an animated series. Like you've got to have some good. You've got the good characters already developed. So
Right.
tell the story. And they just I felt like it
There
fell
was no
flat.
story.
It fell
There
really
was no
flat.
story here. This was
Yeah.
just execute on the mission.
Yeah.
And then return back.
It was
And
like
the only added piece here was seeing that Omega is
Yeah.
really good at strategy.
Yeah.
Like that's the only thing. That's the only other
Yeah.
piece of information. And
she got him out of debt. Man, they
Yeah.
would be sunk without her.
yeah, no kidding, no kidding. But like, so it shows the value that Omega has to the team.
Yeah.
Um,
You know what the episode was like?
What?
It had a good framework, right? The idea was there. Even the description on Disney Plus was something along the lines of the Bad Batch have their ideology shifted or
yes,
changed, right?
Challenged
Or challenged.
Challenged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
they had the frame. So it's like, and I know some people really like these, but for me, it's disappointing. So we'll see. Some of the fans might relate to me. But if you ever have a piece of pizza, it has that big bubble thing at the back on the
Ugh.
crust, and you bite into it, and you're expecting like good crust or maybe something, and it's just air inside, and it just kind of like deflates, and it's kind of flimsy, and there's nothing good inside, but it
Well, there
looks
is
really
no
good and bubbly.
crust.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah, you are going to relate to this because you hate bread.
I hate crust, and I don't like bread.
Legion, he hates bread.
I don't like it.
It's weird. That's a different story. But but you know when you bite into something and you expect it to be filled with something good?
Yeah,
and then it's filled with either nothing or filled with something bad.
Yeah.
That's what this was. The framework was there.
Yeah.
The characters were developed in there. But then when you got into the meat of it, it was just...
It was an empty calzone.
Yeah, yeah. Or it's like if you bite into something, if you bite into if you bite into a corn dog, right?
Yeah.
And inside it's a vegan hot dog. It's just like tofu.
Ooh.
Like that? No, we don't.
That's terrible.
No. I mean, why would you even do that? Hot dogs aren't meat anyway.
No.
They're already basically vegan.
Exactly.
They're pretty much just plastic.
Thank you. Yeah.
But anyway, so we had a lot of potential. We did get to see some good action, but they fell flat on character, on story arc, which is something they've been doing so well on.
This is a nothing episode. I got nothing more from it.
Yeah.
I'm sure the Senator or Raxus is going to come back up at some point.
Probably.
Again.
Yeah, probably.
But it's not going to mean anything in terms of this story. This particular story did nothing in terms of moving everything else forward.
Yeah.
And we're over halfway through the season. And at this point, we need to be on that next climb towards the climax. And I'm not feeling that. I mean, like,
what was this episode? Was it 11 or 10?
10, I think.
10. I think it was 10. So we've got 6 more.
So there needs to be
this has to be the
climb
now. This has to be the climb now.
Yeah.
So like 3 up, 3 down, maybe, or 4 up, 2 down.
4
like
up, 2 down.
I
5.
Hope so.
It might even be 5
up, 1 down.
Yeah,
I'd be okay with that.
That's kind of what I'm expecting here.
There can't be any more. They've had too many filler episodes. I feel like we've excused so many filler episodes.
That's what I'm saying.
We can't.
That's what I'm
anymore.
saying. We've excused too much, and this is now a bridge too far.
Yeah,
we cannot do this anymore.
Come on, Filoni.
We need to be
trusted
building
you
towards something big here, and we're not seeing it. I'm not. I
think
the entire storyline around the Empire and their work towards building the Empire after the Clone Wars. And, like, what that means that with the shifts with the chain codes.
Yes.
All of that's lost.
Well, that's what I was hoping this episode would do, because they started showing the regime of the Empire. And I'm like,
not
this is
there
it.
anymore. It's not there anymore. It's gone.
They've got that. They've got the Fennec storyline,
right?
And they've got the Crosshair storyline. Like, they've got so much to work with.
And they're not pulling anything together here.
They're not pulling them yet.
It was a waste of time.
It's so weird.
It's at a time where they could not afford to actually be wasting any more time.
Right. Like, I would rather have a 15-episode series and have them just not have this one in there. What did it do?
I'm with you. Nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing.
I know. Well, you know what? At least the 4th of July was great.
It was great.
And at least we got this awesome comic book from Brazil.
That's right. That's right. I'm still celebrating, clearly.
You are. You haven't dialed it back yet.
No, not yet. No.
It's very strange to do the podcast. I'm looking at myself.
Yeah.
Because your sunglasses are like a perfect mirror.
Yeah,
so,
of course.
Which,
it was either these or my rubber duckies.
Actually, the fact that, does it? No, it says Nerf. I thought it said Nerf.
No.
I thought it was like a Nerf sunglasses.
No, but on the inside, it does say Brody. So these are Brodies.
All right. Your name's not Brody, though.
No.
Well, sorry, Brody, that Logan stole your glasses.
Yeah. They're mine now.
They're yours now. All right, so let's hope that next week we get more into the story.
We shifted into 7th gear.
Yeah. I think they can still do it. They can still pull out a great series.
I believe they can.
These last
I believe
6
they
episodes
can, but
are
it's
on
just
fire.
like this makes it harder.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's just getting me more excited for Loki.
Yeah. Thanks for listening to the Legion of Comic Correction. Don't forget to check out our other episodes streaming everywhere you listen to podcasts. We're also on the major social platforms like Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Just search Legion of Comic Correction.
That's right. And make sure to check out our Patreon for exclusive supporter specials at patreon.com/Legion of CC. New episodes come out every Monday.
And Wednesdays.
No, just Mondays.
And Wednesdays?
I don't think we can do Wednesdays.
We can do Wednesdays.
All right, Mondays and Wednesdays. We'll see you guys next week. Same time, same place, same Legion.